ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णा प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णा चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थसुभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मितो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरक्तहेतुकी। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 46, beginning from verse number 9. In the previous class we studied that Sri Krishna, he told Uddhava to go to Vraja with a message from him for his parents, for other cowherd people and gopis. And Uddhava, taking his order, left for Vraja in the chariot. And he arrived just when sun was setting. So now in this verse it is being described what he witnessed there. So verse number 9 says, वासितार्थे अभियुध्यद्भिर्नादितं सुष्मिभिर्वृषैः धावन्तिभिश्च वाश्राभिरुरुधो भारैः स्ववत्सकान्. So he saw that the bulls were fighting and running for the cows which were in heat, and there was resounding sound of their bellowing, and these were Shushmi Vrishai, very powerful, strong bulls. And there were cows which have just given birth to the calves. So they were running, because this was the evening time, so they are coming from the pasture fields, so they are running for the calves. Dhavanti bhischa vashra bhi urudho bharai. So vashra means the cows which have recently given birth to calves. So they had very heavy udders, yet they were running towards their calves, Svavatsakan. So Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti says that Vrajam Varnayati, he describes Vraja as seen by Uddhava. Vasitarthamiti Panchabhi, in 5 verses. Madhya Vrajasya Shobham Uddhava Pashyatu iti Bhagavadichha Shakti Prerita Yog Maya Nirveda Vishada Danyadi Sanchari Bhir Vidhuram Krishna Vyukta Prakasham Samvritya Harshotsukya Chapalya Utsaha Adibhir Ati Manoharam Krishna Sanyukta Prakasham Pratham Sayam Samye Samanyata Eva Uddhavam Darshyamashati. So it was wish of Krishna that when Uddhava comes to Vraja, he should see the beauty of Vraja, not that he sees everybody just in separation. So therefore, because of his wish, his Ichha Shakti, his willpower, inspired Yog Maya to show Uddhava the Vraja in which there is no separation from Krishna. So Krishna Sanyukta Prakasha Pratham Sayam Samye. So means what Uddhava is seeing is not the Prakat Prakasha, but the Aprakat Prakasha, in which Krishna is present. And thus there was no feeling of dejection, indifference or wretchedness out of separation from Krishna. All these sanchari bhavas which become manifest in separation, so they were not seen by him when he entered there. So Krishna Vyukta Prakasam Samvritya. Yogamaya has closed or covered the Prakat Prakasha, in which there was a separation, and made him see the Aprakat Prakasas, Krishna Sanyukta Prakasa. So therefore he saw that people were very happy and eager, moving around, enthusiastic and very beautiful, Ati Manoharam. So this is what he saw. Uddhavam Darshyamasi Tejayam. So this is to be understood. Otherwise, why is it that when everyone is in separation, as we will read later on, as he entered inside, but then everything seems nice here. Vasitaha Puspavatyo. So Vasita means the cows which were in heat. Gavastan Nimittam Abhito Yudhyadbhi Mitho Yudhyamani. And because of that the bulls were fighting with each other. Shushmibhir Mattai. So they are maddened bulls. Naditam Nadyukti Kritam. And thus Vraja was resounding with the sounds of the bulls. Or the bulls when they make that deep sound. So that's what he saw. And Vashrabhir Dhenubhischa Naditam. And the cows were also bellowing for the calves. Bulls were fighting with each other. Svavatsakan Nutanan Prati Dhavanti. So they were running for the young calves which have been just born within the last few days to feed them. इतस्ततो विलङ्घ्यद्भिर्गोवत्सैर्मण्डितं सितैः गोदोह शब्दाभिरवं वेणूनां निस्वनेन च. Then he saw that there were white young calves which were running around here and there, jumping up and down, going towards the cows to drink milk. And there was the sound of milking of the cows and sound of flute. Venunam nisvanenena cha. So some cowherd people were playing on the flute. So he heard all this beautiful sound. Godoha shabdai. So godoha means milking of the cows. But here it is not just the sound of the milking. When you milk the cow, you have probably not heard the sound, what type of sound it comes when you milk the cow, because now in the West they milk cows with machine. They just attach the machine to the teats and the milk is extracted from that. There is no sound. But in India they still milk in the bucket, so it makes a sound. But he is not only talking about that sound, but the sound during that time, what the cowherd people were doing, etc. So that's what he mentions here. Godoha shabdai saha abhito rava. So therefore he says that Godoha shabda abhirava. So there was the sound which was around milking of the cows, and that is the sound like muncha ma muncha. So somebody was saying, release the calf, and the other one was saying, no, don't release it now. So this, because there are so many cows being milked. So somebody was saying, release the calf, I have finished this one now, because you milk one, then you release the another one, then you release. So muncha, ma muncha, release, don't release. And upehi apsara. So bring the calf and take this one away. Tvarasva mataru tvarasva. Hurry up, don't be in a hurry. Naya, anaya. So take this one, bring the other one. Dehi grihane tyadyo yasmi. Give me the bucket and take this bucket of milk. So all this sounds, this is what Godoha Abhiravam. So he heard all that. And Venunam nisvanena cha gayantyadibhischa virajitam. And he also heard the sound of flutes. So various cowherd people were playing on their flutes, sitting there. गायन्ति भीश्च कर्माणि शुभानि बलकृष्णयोः स्वलंकृताभिर्गोपीभिर्गोपैश्च सुविराजितम्. So he also saw that the gopis, they were nicely decorated. Swalankrita-bhir-gopi. And also cowherd men dressed nicely. And the gopis, they were singing the auspicious pastimes of Krishna and Balram. And Gopaischa Suvirajitam, and cowherd men were sitting around those who came from the forest, so they were relaxing. Others were milking, gopis were singing. So all that he witnessed there. And Agniyarka Tithi Go Vipra Pitri Devarchanan Vitaihi Dhupa Deepascha Malyescha Gopavasair Manoramam. So Gopavas means the residence of the Gopas, their houses. He saw the beautiful houses of the Gopas. They were decorated with garlands, and because it was evening time, so the evening puja was being done, or somebody has done it. So dhupa deepasya, there was smell of incense, lamps, and Agni Arka Tithi Govipra Pitri Devachananvati. So he could see that some puja has been done to the fire, to the sun, to the guests, to the brahmanas, to the forefathers and the deities. So means in the evening time is the puja time also. So cowherd people were also religious people. So they did all this according to the Varnashram system. Agnihotra, Arka, giving argha to the sun god when it is setting in the morning, evening. And if there were guests, then they were being taken care of, fed. Brahmanas, Govipra, cows were worshipped, and the forefathers offering to them, and Deva. So this is what you have about the Dev Yagya, Rishi Yagya, Nri Yagya. All this were taken care. So Agni Arka iti Gopavasair iti asya visheshanam. So this Agni Arka Tithi Govipra Pitri Devarchana Anvitai Gopavasai. So this basically describing their house, which were nicely decorated, and various types of puja was being done. Sarvataha Pushpita Vanam Dvijali Kulanaditam Hansa Karandava Akirnaihi Padmashandaischa Manditam. And all around there were flower gardens, like people have their backyard gardens. And there were Dvija. Dvija means birds, ali, bees, Kulanaditam. So there were a lot of birds and bees, and they were also chirping. In the evening time, birds come home. Morning they go fly here and there for food, and then in the evening they come back and sit and chirp. Evening talk. Morning also they do their chirping. So they do japa in the morning, japa in the evening. Daytime seva. So therefore Dvijali Kula Naditam, that they were also making sound. And there were swans and ducks in the lakes nearby, Hansa Karanda Vakirnai, and Padma Shandaischa Manditam, and there were lotus flowers, clumps of flowers in the lakes. So everything looked very beautiful, green flower, no pollution, right? No garbage floating around. So very beautiful description of Raja. There is no comment on this. So after seeing this, then he reaches the house of Nanda Maharaj. He had the address, so he goes there straight. He must have asked on the way people where is his house, and does not describe. So very short description. Tamagatam samagamya Krishnasya anucharam priyam Nandaha pritaha parishvajya Vasudeva dhiyarchayat. So Nanda Maharaj, he saw Uddhava coming, and he knew that he is a very dear friend and servant of Krishna. Therefore he embraced him very affectionately. Nanda Prita Parisajya, and then worshipped him. Vasudeva Dhyarchet, thinking of Vasudeva, means Krishna. So basically he treated him like Krishna, or knowing well that he is friend of Krishna. So he embraced and then worshipped him. So like you treat a guest with respect. Atha Uddhavaha Krishna Viyukta Prakasham Nandalayam Praviveshatya. So in the previous 4 slokas he described, or rather 5 slokas, he described Aprakat Prakash. So where everything was very beautiful, nice, there was no sign of separation from Krishna. And now when he comes to Nanda Maharaj's house, now that is over. So he sees the Prakat Prakasha in which Krishna is not there. So of course he does not see the distinction that now this is a Prakat Prakash, this is Prakat Prakash. He cannot make that distinction. Even the residents don't make that distinction. So he just reaches the house. Samagamya abhyantartah samipam agamya. So Samagamya means that he came right inside, and that's where Nanda Maharaj met him. Swaputra sarupya avlokanena uddhavasya cha swadrishta janmatra utsava daitva shaktya cha. So Nanda Maharaj felt very happy to see him and received him very nicely. So one thing is that he resembles in Krishna in appearance. So that made him happy. Second is that his name is Uddhava. And as we said yesterday, Uddhava means, what is Uddhava mean? Festival. Festival means happiness. So he was giving happiness just by his presence because his name is Uddhava. So therefore it says Swadrishta Janmatra Utsav Dait Shakya. So this is speciality of Uddhava, that whoever sees him feels happy. That's why it's called Uddhava. Sri Nandasya Bahaya Vyavahara Anusandhana Sambhashanadi Samarthyo Deo Geya. No. So this also, he says that this also means that at that time Nanda Maharaj, although he was mostly absorbed in thoughts of Krishna and was not very much aware of external situation, external things, not caring much about bodily needs, etc. But at that time he came to his external consciousness, and that's why he was able to treat Uddhava like that. Otherwise it would not be possible for him to take care of him, to embrace him, to feed him, to talk to him, because he will be more like in a state of dejection. So that's why he says that he was able to do this because he came into external consciousness. Vasudeva dhiya atithi rupena madishta devo narayano eva agata iti archeva. So he takes the meaning of Vasudeva here as Narayana and not Krishna, because Nanda Maharaj, for him Krishna is his son, not Vasudeva's. Although Krishna is known as Vasudeva, so Vasudeva is general name for Vishnu also. So means that he respected him like Atithi Devo Bhava. That Atithi, the guest, is treated like Bhagavan, So therefore, he said Vasudeva Dhiya Archyat. That's why he worshipped. Otherwise, why should he worship him? Even if he thinks of him like Krishna, then there is no question of worshipping. So worshipping means Padya, Arghya, that he washed his feet, gave him Arghya to sip, and then offering Arti, and place to sit, and then some sweet to eat. So that is how the guest was received. Bhojitam paramannena samvishtam kashipau sukham gatashramam paryapritchat padasam vahanadibhi. So he gave him nice food to eat, because he has traveled whole day wandering here and there from Mathura. In between there was no restaurant or anything, right? Like on the highway you have McDonald's. So he is driving whole day, but there was nothing on the way. Probably had some water from Yamuna to drink. And if he had carried some laddus with him, he may have eaten. But on the way there was no food. So he is hungry. So therefore first he gave him food, bhojitam. And he gave him very nice sweet rice, paramannena. Then he made him nice bed, samvishtam kashipau sukham. So when he has eaten nicely and he sat comfortably and his fatigue was gone, gatashramam paryaprichat pada samvahanadhi. Also he engaged servants to massage his feet so that he feels fresh. If you are tired, take massage. There's nice blood circulation, you feel fresh. And then he questioned him about the welfare of people in Mathura. So bhojitam paramanne naiti. So he explains how he got the nice food from where. If he was in the mood of separation, how did he get nice food? So he explains that. So he says, Yadapi Mathura prasthanadi dina avadhi vrajastha jananam sarvameva mahanasa amarjita aliptam trinapatra dhuli bhi paripurnam luta tantu vitanmaya eva bhut. So he says, actually the day Krishna left to Mathura, Brajvasis, they did not cook nicely. They were just drinking milk and butter and yogurt. Sarvameva, so their kitchens were closed. They were not cleaned, they were not smeared, because in olden days he had the cooking place, he used every day smear it with cow dung. So aliptam and amarjitam, no sweeping, no anointing with cow dung, and therefore it was full of trinapatra dhulibhi, with dust and leaves flowing around, because houses were not like what you see, close the gate, no mosquito can even come inside, it's open, wind blowing. So it was all full of dust, their kitchen, and there were cobwebs. So luta is what do you call this? Let's make cobweb. दीवार पे बनाते हैं spider. So luta is spider, and tantu vitan is cobweb. So spiders had made cobwebs in the kitchen, all the corners. If you don't use any place, then spiders take care of it. especially the corners, because that's an easy place for them to make their house. So luta tantu vitanmaya eva bhut. That's how their kitchens were. So there was no sign of any cooking. परस्पर प्रतिवेशी जन दत्तैर दधि दुग्ध तक्रादि भीरेव प्राणान धारयन्त. So how are they surviving? He says they were just drinking milk. Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda, they were drinking milk given by the neighbors. Yogurt and butter. At night, drink milk. Morning, eat yogurt. Lunchtime, drink buttermilk. So that's how they survived. So pranan eva dharayanti. Somehow they were just maintaining their life. And most of the time they are saying, He hata smaiti vadina sarve vishidanti. That we are finished, we are dead. And they were full of grief like this, all Brajvasis. It's not only Nanda and Yashoda, but others also were like that. So that is the situation in the mode of separation. Tadapi taddine hanta hanta madgriham ayato ayam uddhavo adya mam kshudha vishidatu iti vrajrajasya ayam abhigyaya kaschit parijano brahmana खंड तंडुल उपयोगी भी एक पुरुष मात्र भोज्यम परमान्नम पपाचेत. So there was some Brahmana nearby, so he thought that this Uddhava has come here and he must be hungry. He should not be troubled by hunger. And I know that Vrajrajasya Ashayam Abhigya, knowing the mood of Nanda Maharaj, that Nanda Maharaj does not want that Uddhava has come to my house and he should not go hungry. Alas, alas, madgriham ayato ayam uddhavo adya makshudha vishidatu. So this Brahmana, he understood this, and therefore he made some nice sweet rice, which was enough only for one person, not much. So ek purush matra bhojyam paramannam papacha. So paramannam here means rice, milk and khanda. Khanda is powdered sugar. So he brought it and then Nanda Maharaj fed Uddhava. Pad samvahanam sevak dwara eva uddhavasya tad bhratru putratvat. And because Uddhava is son of Vasudev's brother, so he is like a nephew to Nanda Maharaj. Because Nanda and Vasudeva are like brothers, because they had a common grandfather. So it would be improper that he massages the feet of Uddhava, and Uddhava would not allow him to do that. So therefore he engaged servants to massage his feet, because Uddhava is his nephew. So that's how he was received and taken care of. Then he asked the following question to him. Kachidanga Mahabhaga Sakhanah Shuranandanaha Aste Kushalya Patyadyair Yukto Muktaha Shrohidvritaha. So he calls Uddhava as Mahabhaga, that O greatly fortunate one, is my friend Vasudev, who is son of Shura, is he well, Kushali, and being surrounded by his children and friends, Now he has become free, released, because he was put in prison by Kamsa. So Muktaha Sruhidvritaha Kusli Apatyadhyai. This is the question he asked. So his first question is not about Krishna but about Vasudeva. Krishnasya prasne अश्रुकंठावरोधादय सहसोद्भविष्यन्ति इति आशंक्य प्रथम वसुदेवस्य क्वेश्चन पृच्छति. So he says that if he had asked question about Krishna, then he would become very emotional and his voice will get choked, he would not be able to speak. So therefore he does not ask about Krishna first, he asks about Vasudeva. And Mukto Bandhanat Sarva Apadhyascha. And now since he has become free from all troubles, how is he doing? That was his question. Dishtya kamso hatah papah sanugah svena papmana sadhunam dharma shilanam yadunam dveshti yah sada. So he says that by good fortune Kamsa has been killed. Kamsa, who was very sinful, and he has been killed along with his own brothers and followers, Sanuga. And he has been killed by his own sin, Svena Papmana. So all the people think that Kamsa killed him, but he died because of his own sin. That's what he is saying. He says that he was ever hateful of Yadus who are saintly and very dharmic people. Yadunam dharm shilanam sadhunam sada deshtiya. So Kamsa was against all the Yadus because he thought that these people, because he was not one of the Yadavas, it is his sister who was married there. So because it was predicted that the son of Vasudeva will kill him, so he became against all of them. That's why he is called here as Papaha. So Papa here means sinful. And then he asks about Krishna. Api smarati nah Krishno Mataram Shruhidah Sakhin Gopan Vrajam Cha Atmanatham Gavo Vrindavanam Girim. So he says, does Krishna ever remember us also? Or he has forgotten? Api smarati na Krishna. And does he remember his mother? Look at her, how initiated she is. Does he remember his friends with whom he used to play, Sruhida Sakhin? And does he remember the cowherd man Gopan? And Gopan also means gopis, Ekshesh Samas. So Gopischa Gopascha Gopa. Remember? It's only the Pullinga which remains. Strilinga, feminine gender is dropped. So Gopan refers to both Gopas and Gopis. So does he remember them? And does he remember this Vraj where he played? And he is the Natha, Atmanatham. That he is actually the Lord of this place. He is the master. Does he remember the cows? Gao, it should be Ga actually. Dvitiya Bhakti. And Vrindavanam. Does he remember Vrindavan? So Vrindavan means the forest area, Vraj means the residence area. And Govardhan Giri, which he lifted on his own hand for 7 days. So does he remember all these things? or he has become completely absorbed in the activities of Mathura. Satataha sashru gadgad pritchati. So in a very choking voice, with tears flowing down from his eyes, he asked this question, Api iti. Mataramiti tan matur duravasthatvaya eva drisyatam iti tarjanya tam darshayati. And then he's asking, does he remember his mother? And then, as if he's pointing to Yashoda, who was nearby, with his finger, that look, her situation, how she has become in separation from him. So it is very difficult to imagine how much love they had for Krishna and what would have been their situation in separation. It's very difficult to imagine this. So therefore, tan matur duravasthatvaya. He says, you yourself can see the pitiable condition of his mother. She is not eating, she is not sleeping, she is crying all the time. My Krishna, when will he come back? And I cannot console her. Because who is going to console whom? They are all feeling separation. And especially Mother Yashoda and the gopis, they are more soft-hearted than men. So this says, Tarjanya tam darshayati. Atma swameva natho yasya tamimam anatham samprati nishobham brajam cha pashyati bhava. And Vraja is called Atmanatha, that he is the Lord of Vraja. But now Vraja has become Anatha. He has become destitute, forlorn, abandoned by Krishna. So there is no one to take care of him. Take care of Vraja. So you can see the situation of Vraja yourself, how it has become. So samprati nishobham brajam cha pashya. You can see that all the beauty of Vraja has disappeared because Krishna is not there. Of course, Uddhava saw beautiful when he came, but now when he is speaking, now the situation is different. Now he is in the Vraja of separation, and he must see that the trees have no leaves on them, birds are sitting quietly, although earlier it was described they were chirping, but suddenly everything changes, as if you go from spring season to the fall, where everything looks dry. So he says, you yourself can see it. Gava, the word Gava should be Ga. Api ayashyati Govindaha svajanan sakridikshitum tarhi drakshame tadvaktram sunasam susmitekshanam. He says that will he ever come here at least once? Govinda api ayasyati. Will he come in future sometime? Why should he come here? Swajanan sakri dikshitum. At least once to see his friends, relatives. And then if he comes, then we will be able to see him. Tarhi drakshama, his beautiful face, his very beautiful nose, and his smiling face with beautiful eyes. So we will get an opportunity to look at him, and then we can die. So at least he comes once, that we can feel satisfied by seeing him. Api ayashyati iti kims with Uddhava. So he is very eagerly asking that, oh Uddhava, Will he ever come? Tanmano abhiprayam janasi iti bhava. Because you know his mind. So that's why I am asking you. Otherwise, I will not ask. Nanu janami eva sa ayashyati yushman santveshyati nischalam atraiva sthasyati. So Uddhava, as if he is saying that yes, I certainly know him, because his job is to comfort them, to console them. So he cannot say, well, I don't know. I cannot say whether he will come or not come. So that's why I said that he is good, expert, he is Vavaduk. Remember we said? So Vavaduk means he is expert judge of time and place, what to say, to whom, and how to say it. So he says, Nanu janami eva, yes, I know. So what is his? Will he come? He says, yes, he will definitely come. Sayashyati. And Yusman santvayishyati. And he will comfort you. And not only that, he will come and he will comfort you. Nischalam atraiva sthasyati. He will come and live here only. Because this is his place. There he has only gone to do some job. He get some education, learn some Vedas, some slokas, then he can recite them to you. He can tell you some Upanishad stories. So that's why he is there. He will come. Tatra asmat santvanam tu dure vartatam निश्चल वाशोपि मां भवतु किंतु तद्दर्शन मात्रम हम याचे इत्याह गोविंद. So when Uddhava said this, then Nand Maharaj, who does not have so much hope, he says that I am not even hoping that he comes and he consoles us. Tatrasmat santunam tu dure vartatam. And I am also not asking for him to come and live here with us permanently. Nischalam vaso ma bhavatu. Then what do I want? I only want that he comes once, so that I can see him. So with that intention, he says, Govinda. Api ayashyati Govinda. So Govinda has many meanings. Go means senses, Go means cows, Go means earth, Go means sun's rays. So Govinda senses, so Gavindati, one who gives pleasure to the senses, one who protects the senses. So will he come and become the object of our senses? That is why he uses the word Govinda. Swasva janan asman viraha mahajvar pridhitan adhyasvava marishyato drashtum sakritabi kim ayashyati Govinda iti. So he is saying the word Govinda with the intention that we are all his relatives, friends, and we are suffering in the intense heat of separation from him. Mahajvara. It is like a fever. You can have mild fever, you can have intense fever, you can have very high fever where it is very difficult to survive. Because if your fever goes 208, then your brain doesn't work, cannot take that much heat. So he says Mahajvara. Mahajvara means very high fever. Why? Viraha Mahajvara, because of separation from him. So we are suffering from this fever of separation, and therefore I cannot say how long we will live. Adya Sova Marishyat. So we will die today, tomorrow. It is certain. So is it possible that he comes once and then we can see him before dying? Drashtum sakritapi kim ayashyati. Will he come to see us just once? So with that says Govinda iti. And then uses the word gavo, ga, and also the cows are waiting. So swajanan sakrid. So para parardhan gas taduplakshitani kotisha स्वर्ण मुद्रा मुक्ता हीरक आदि रत्न राजक राजत कानक पात्र विविध वस्त्र अलंकार चंदन गुरु कुंकुम आदि अनेक गृह द्रव्यानि स्वीयानि विंदताम लभताम. So he is also calling him as Govinda with another sense. So go also means cows, and that is indicative of many other things. So just like if somebody is dying, then they write their will that all my property should go to him. So he says that we have so much wealth here. We have golden coins, we have necklaces, pearl necklaces, we have gems, we have all these pots and pans and everything made from gold and silver, and so many types of cloths and ornaments, sandalwood, aguru, kumpum. So after we die, he should take them. So before we die, we want to give it to him so that he can use them. So that's why he uses the word Govinda, because vidli labhe. There are 4 vid dhatus. One of them is vidli labhe dhatu, so labtam, that let him have this. So the word go refers to all this. So this is Lakshana. आवियोर मृतयोर एतेषु वस्तुषु को अन्य स्वत्वम कल्पयेत. He says when both of us will die, Nanda and Yashoda, they don't have any other children. Krishna was their only son. So then he should take all this, otherwise who will take this? So kalpayate etani grihitva yatra tasya vasitum ichha asti tatraiva vasatu. So he can take them, and then it is his choice wherever he wants to live. He wants to live in Braja, he wants to live in Mathura. Wherever he wants to live, he can live there. But this is our wish, that we can see him at least once. So it is with this intention that he is using the word Govinda. Nanu kim evam dyotesi tam agat prayam vidhi iti. So Uddhava says, why are you speaking like this? Just think that he is almost here, as if he is coming in 1 or 2 days. So don't worry like that. So then tatra vilambam asahamana aha. So not being able to tolerate any separation, any delay, then he says karhi iti. When will he come? So there are both readings, karhi and tarhi. Karhi means when, tarhi means then. So drakshama iti salopa arsha. So if it is karhi, then the meaning is when will we see him, and if it is tarhi, means then we will see him when he comes. It should be drakshama, there is no visarga, should have been. Tat chandra koti tiraskari vaktram tam nirupmam nasam tad amrit madhuram smitam te kamaladalakare sudirgh nayne अस्मिन् अनंत काले उपसन्ने दृष्ट्वा एव म्रियमहीति आकांक्षा महति वर्तते इति भावा. So he says that the meaning is that our great wish is that we will die after seeing him, seeing his wonderful face, which is more beautiful than millions of moons, and that beautiful nose of Krishna, which has no simile, no comparison, and that wonderful smile, which is like sweet nectar falling from it, and his two beautiful, long, wide eyes like the lotus leaves. So we want to see that when we die, he is present there. Asmin antakale upsanne. So he is next to us when it is time for us to leave. And then by seeing him, we will die. This is our final wish. This is the sense of his statement, Govinda. And we will stop here if there is any question to ask.
This little comment, Balaji, this is also the wish of most of the parents, particularly now, because most of the parents, their children are living in the Western world and they are remaining here in India mostly alone. So they are also wishing that, but that sometimes doesn't happen.
Now you can have a video call.
But at the time of dying, that will not come about.
Of course, nothing is guaranteed. Internet can fail, or it can freeze.
Mohini ji is asking, did the sadhana siddha jivas also enter Aprakat Prakash or they remained in Prakat Prakash?
There is no difference between Prakat and Aprakat. It's not that those who are in Prakat, they are not in Aprakat, and those who are in Aprakat, they are not in Prakat. This is what is showing. They are one only. Otherwise there will be two. And Krishna was dancing with gopis, he is described as one or many? Many also, and he was still one. Okay, anything else?